Hello, and welcome back to the Dreamweaver's workshop. Remember a few weeks ago when I was making clouds out of air dry clay and they came out looking like this, lumpy and not good? And I said I was going to ceramic clay. So this is my first attempt at a cloud with ceramic clay. This is bone dry, and this came out really good. That little air hole was an accident, but this came out so good. I was so happy with myself, and with more practice, I got a bunch of these. These are in the bag because I'm trying to keep them moist, because they're not ready to fire. There's still many things that need to happen, but I have a bunch of clouds. Believe it or not, this is probably enough clouds for one side of the hourglass. But yeah, this is what I've been working on. This is a bigger one, so you can see it up close how they're looking. They're a little rough. In this video, it's going to be me cleaning up the clouds that I made to smooth them out, which was one of the issues I had with the air dry clays. I could never get it smooth. And like I suspected with ceramic clay, it was very, well, I wouldn't say easy, I guess, in the sense that I knew what to do and that it cooperated, unlike with the air dry clay where I would try to smooth it out, adding water or whatever, and it never worked. Either way, I was right. Using the ceramic clay was better for me personally, and these are all the clouds I've made so far. The bigger ones I did cut in half and hollow out and then reattach them. The smaller ones, I figured they're small enough that I shouldn't have to do that, so I left them. And I'm using this big sponge right now just to kind of get a general, get the general bumps off, or I was trying to smooth it with the sponge, which I did with the one that I showed you that was bone dry. But these are a little bit softer because honestly, I sculpted them. What's today? I sculpted them over the weekend. No, I didn't. Today is, I think I sculpted them on Monday night. I think it was Monday night. And I put them in the bag to keep them dry. Or not dry, keep them moist so I could still work with them. And the next day they were pretty leather hard. They were pretty stiff, and I was freaking out because I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I still have a lot of things I need to do to this clay to work it before I can even think about letting it start getting dry. So I had them on a wooden board. Actually, it's the little wooden boards you see there. So I had them on a wooden board when I initially covered them with a plastic bag, and then I took them out the next day and they were super dry over 12 hours. And I'm assuming that the board really helped dry them out. So I took them out whatever day I did it, whatever. After I realized it was too hard, I took them out of the bag. I covered the wooden board that they were on with a plastic bag, as you see. I sprayed them with water. I also heard that if you take your sponge and dip it in the water, not soaking wet, but have it, wet, and put it in a bag with the clay, it makes a humidity chamber. So I did that. I double bagged it with plastic bags because really a bin would be better, but I don't have one, and I don't have a Dollar Tree or something near me because I'm not gonna go spend $10 on no big old bin when I can get a little small bin for $5 to $1.25. Dollar Tree and dollar store are actually very useful for art supplies, little things that you need for storage or whatnot. Don't be overspending on no $10-$20. Okay, I'm getting off track. Anyway, I'm talking about the clay. So I did that, and then the next day they were pretty soft, and I just continued to spray them periodically with water, not often, once, maybe twice a day. And then this morning they were super soft, a little softer than I needed, but whatever. I'd rather them be a little bit soft where they can dry out than them get too hard and now I have to start over, because I haven't, you guys saw the previous video when I was trying to sculpt clouds with air dry clay, and I did the exact same thing with the ceramic clay. It just worked out better in my opinion because ceramic clay is better for me. But it takes a long time actually to make these clouds. These ones take, all the ones that I have here, sculpting them, not even fully, because like I said, right now I'm smoothing them out, not even fully getting them 100% ready, took at least an hour to sculpt. But either way, I got them done. I kind of measured them around the hourglass, right? So I haven't told you what all this is for, although if you've been paying attention, I'm sure you know it's for a baby, right? Clouds, a block, a teddy bear, baby, right? I had an idea to make some hourglasses that were specifically for baby showers to give as gifts to people who either have a newborn baby or are gonna have a baby or something like that, right? And I was like, yeah, I can make a boy hourglass and a girl hourglass, or a blue and a pink hourglass. Don't come for me, okay? And that would be cool, and people can gift them based off of like whatever. And as I started working on this, you know, there's been many steps if you've been watching the channel. This week and earlier this week, when I was sculpting the clouds and like fitting everything around the hourglass to see how it would look, I started to panic because I started to feel like it was going to look tacky. I'm not going to lie. I was like, I want to put this teddy bear in this block, but it's not. When I put them, like the block that I made and the teddy bear that I made, when I put them on the hourglass to like mock it up with these clouds, it looked like a junk hourglass. And I don't mean that in an insulting way, so people have like junk journals and junk nails, but it just looked tacky to me. Like I just threw a bunch of baby related things on the hourglass, and now we have a baby shower hourglass. And that like it's just not what I wanted, right? It's not what I want. So I did start to panic because I'm like, oh my God, my idea that I had is not gonna work for me, and I'm not visualizing anything else. Like, how can I fix this? What am I gonna do? So I was panicking, but I was also telling myself, like, just keep working on the clouds and you'll figure it out, I guess. I don't know. So Tuesday or Wednesday, I sat down and I was thinking about it, and I asked some people for advice. Not advice, but just told them what was going on and what I was thinking. And I was given the suggestion of instead of trying to make two like overarching hourglasses, one for a girl baby, one for a boy baby, why don't you just do like baby shower themed hourglasses? And I was like, oh my God, that's right. I had the capability to think of that, but I was so caught up in being panicked that my original idea didn't work that I didn't think of that. But this is why you should always bounce your ideas off of people, because it helps. You never know what someone's going to say that's going to like inspire you or change your mind or get you to look at things a different way. So with that being said, I came up with 5, and my man then gave me another one, but 6 themes for baby themed hourglasses. One of them is going to be Goodnight Baby. Another one will be like sports themed. Another one will be like dinosaur themed. But we're going to start with the Goodnight Baby hourglass. Now here I'm showing you when I first had the idea for the baby shower hourglass in like February. I had the idea because I saw people doing deco-den on like what are those things called, like phone cases, and they were putting the little like, they're not charms, I don't know what to call them, but I'm gonna call them charms, they would put the deco-den, which is like, I don't even know what it is. It's just so cool. It looks like frosting. It looks like buttercream frosting, but it's not. And the way that they put it on the phone cases, like they use like piping tips, it's very, very cute. I love it very much, which is why I was like, ooh, I need to make an hourglass with this. And so I saw the deco-den, and I was gonna do this baby shower thing with the deco-den and like pipe really big like puffs of the deco-den onto the hourglass to make the clouds. And I realized like that's kind of wasteful, and I don't even know if that's going to work, but I can do it with clay. Either way, when I had this idea, I brought all of these little charms for this deco-den baby shower thing. And then I decided I wasn't going to use that. And then more recently, when I realized that I thought it looked tacky, I thought it was going to look tacky, I got super sad because I was like, man, I brought all these things and I'm not going to be able to use them, right? Now, to be fair, you see how they're also in their packaging. I never really took them out the packaging because I didn't need them yet. Last night, as I was thinking about it, I took them out the packaging and I was like, actually, I can salvage some of these. I can use some of these in these new designs that I've come up with. For example, I have a little princess design, and there's all the pink ones I'm about to show you right now. And there's pink lollipop and pink bows. I'm like, ooh, that will work. There's a blue pack of charms I'm going to show you if I haven't already showed. And they have like hearts and bears, but they look like gummies. They made them like textured. And so now I'm like, I need to make a candy themed hourglass. I already have an idea like for over a year for a candy themed clock that I just never got around to making, even though I bought all the hard and rock candy for it. I'm gonna make the candy themed clock at some point, but I also now need to make a candy themed hourglass. Anyway, this is going to be a bigger project than I thought. I'm a little scared that I won't be able to execute it properly. Like, I'm a little nervous about my abilities, but I always do this, and then I start working on it and it starts coming out well, and I'm like, man, why did I ever doubt myself? But yeah, the first baby themed hourglass we're gonna do was Goodnight Baby. I have some more supplies coming today because, like I said, like the base that's on the hourglass right now, that's not going to be the final one. I'm going to take that off somehow. Like, this has really evolved into a project. So come along with me. I don't know if I'm going to do like a straight, like, complete series, one video after another of just the baby hourglasses. I might add other things in there, but next week we really get some stuff done on this.